that fear is an acronym for false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Most people's fears, boil it down at its primal layer, they're really afraid of false evidence appearing real. And people avoid their fears. And a lot of people will give the advice, embrace your fears, which is the opposite, of course, of avoiding one's fears. And that's what I want to talk about. So to put it in a story, I think is a great way to demonstrate how to, right? What was done by others to turn their fears into strengths, and into strengths that go far beyond most people around them. There's a story of a student and teacher and Kung Fu, and the student notices in his teacher's office there are tigers everywhere. Tiger paintings, tiger statues, tiger pictures all over his office. Everywhere you look, there's tigers. Months go on, he's practicing, and he's really enjoying the instruction his teacher is providing. And he sees a tiger painting when he's out and about shopping. And he decides to get it for his teacher. And next class he attends, he brings the painting with him, says, "Teacher, I got a surprise for you. I know you love tigers. You got tigers all over here. How do you like this painting? It's for you. I got it for you." It's a beautiful painting of a tiger. And his teacher says, I love it. This is a beautiful painting of a tiger. And he hangs it up, and he looks over to him as he's doing so, and he says, I don't really like tigers at all, kind of smiling. And the student is taken aback. He doesn't understand, why do you have tigers everywhere? And the teacher says, I was afraid of tigers. That's why I have them everywhere. And when I was practicing my form, I would sometimes imagine taking on the biggest, meanest tiger you ever could imagine. And the student says, "What? I don't get it. So you don't like tigers, but are you afraid of them now?" No, I'm not afraid of them anymore at all. In fact, sometimes I beat them. I beat it in my practice, in my imagination. And he explains how he beats the tiger and so forth. But the point is, you want to use your imagination to cause transformation, right? Imagination for transformation. And what that entails, without having to know a Kung Fu or Tai Chi, you want to, whatever the traumatic experience is, and maybe it's an actual beast that caused the traumatic experience, or maybe it's a beastly person, or maybe it's something else that you could embody beastly attributes to. So transforming a negative into a positive is done in exactly that manner. We take what makes us weak and we overcome it, often simply in our own imagination, and at least mostly firstly in our imagination, and then we can overcome it in real life. And hopefully we don't have to actually ever fight a tiger if that's what our fear is based on. But it changes our capacity to take on everything up to and including tigers, right? That doesn't mean that you go looking to claw up someone who is. I think it harkens to the whole yin and yang concept that from out of negative comes positive, right? So and firstly, just question if they exist too, right? And this initiates the process of transformation, even if we don't actively imagine taking on the tiger. Excuse me. Uh, so we transform the positive from the negative, right? We transform the negative into the positive. So peace on earth. I got that story. I forget from some reading I picked up somewhere along the line about martial arts and so forth. But martial arts is all about developing yourself to be calm and steady, right? The greatest kind of way I read about this being presented or what have you, and understand it as a teaching, is being calm while being pursued. That is the steadiness and stillness that you want to be able to develop to take on whatever the world throws at you, right? And so when you have that type of stillness concerning your fears, beginning in time of 1 minute, because everyone instigate the body mind spirit connection, right? And take that and use that as a time to also imagine transformation. So, peace on earth. For more ideas like this, check out my book, 108 Steps to Be in the Zone, The Matrix of Four, and The Geometry of Energy, How to Meditate. Check me out on Facebook or whatever. Feel free to drop me a line on here or there or what have you. Peace on earth. For real though, not like Santa.